Hi, this is Jeremy Bryden for Quora Squared Software Solutions. Today we'll be talking about the Computer Science course 458, Computer Graphics, taught here at Penn State. So the program that you see in front of you is a roller coaster simulator. All it does is it takes a given series of points, which represents the basic roller coaster that we want to fly through. Then we have to go ahead and reinterpolate those points to make it much more smooth, and then apply a simple physics kinetic energy kind of transformation function. So the first thing I did was I went ahead and generated the track via Catmull-ROM spline interpolation, so it gave us a much more high resolution, much more smooth system. From there I went ahead and generated models, so we have portals in which the vehicle goes through, as well as tracks which you could see on the left, right, and bottom in which the vehicle stays on top of. From there the world is texture mapped and lighted. So if I actually stop this simulation right now very quickly, you'll see when I zoom in on the track that the tracks themselves have little textures. They're all independent textures made by hand. You'll even see that the beams supporting the structures are see-through. They all have alpha maps, so it gives the added appearance of realism. You'll also see that this part of the track is red because I've implemented a series of red lights throughout the track, which gives a very nice added effect when the roller coaster is going through the model. Once in a while you'll run into these red lights. Adds a nice special effect. From there, we have interactive frame rates. So currently the software is running at 60 frames a second, which is very impressive considering I'm actually recording this as we're speaking. I've also added animation. So right now we have the vehicle. You could see it going on the left side of the screen, moving around. The vehicle actually changes size based on velocity. So right now the vehicle is only one layer because it's going at the slowest speed possible as it's going around this bank. But you'll see as soon as it hits this initial drop, it'll actually increase in length significantly. I've also added some other features, such as the bottom of the world is texture mapped to have a blended cloud system, meaning there's actually 3 layers on the ground here that represents a series of clouds moving between each other, and they're also alpha mapped, so they're see-through and transparent, as well as to keep the illusion of an infinite world in all directions. I've went ahead and blended it with a circular alpha to make sure that the users can't see the corners. Also interesting to note is I added a world light of a very high value where the texture sun is located, while if you look on the opposite side it gets darker, if you look at the sun it actually gets brighter. And there's also lighting, animated lighting at the top. Those stars are not part of the texture, they're actually part of a simple point array I implemented that has variable light over time. A final feature would be these interactive keys, meaning if you hit the spacebar, you could change between 3 different screen modes. The first is the vehicle screen, which is what you see right now. It's the camera attached to the vehicle. The second one is a rotating view of the world itself, and if you hit space one more time, you'll get a first-person control in which you can move around with WASD and move the camera itself just using your mouse. Hopefully you find this interesting. The program only took about 2,000 lines of code, not including the code necessary for loading textures, and then also not including the code for OpenGL overhead. So that's that.